AV is a discipline that is deeply linked to the pedagogy you're looking to support. Universities are starting to flesh out their digital transformation strategies, and they're starting to recruit directors of digital learning or heads of digital learning to lead those processes from a learning and teaching standpoint. And I think there's a very key link into those disciplines. I think a technology solution or a technology enhanced learning solution that we deploy into classrooms should start with its core principles around what the academic delivery is, what the modes of delivery are, and what students ultimately are trying to achieve in that space. At University of the Arts, we've just started appointing directors of digital learning and heads of digital learning. I'm actually a head of digital learning resources, which is the technology bit associated with that same discipline. I think the key component is that learning and teaching has to be front and centre, and that actually it requires some new thinking. We need to think about how we're going to adopt AV over IP principles, how we're going to adopt enterprise IT methodologies, and then apply those at the service level into classrooms. So I think that has to be the rationale for which we design our systems that we put into teaching spaces, learning and teaching spaces, because ultimately we're supporting the modes of delivery of academic staff in those spaces, but also the students and the facilitation of the students' experience in that space is actually centred around the objectives of those academic journeys that people are on. The discipline within institutes has shifted quite a lot. I think some of that's to do with the manufacturers and the products that are available. It's just that inherently, we're a discipline that looks to future product development and the implications for that development on how we might serve the students and the staff in a university. So we're always sort of kind of horizon focused. But at the same time, I think the skill set that's around collaboration and the use of active learning in teaching spaces is driving a lot of that conversation. So institutes are looking at how they can support classrooms that break out into sessions. Just that very shift in pedagogy has started to promote the conversation. And I think how we tackle the transition to AV over IP, but really just sort of network-based approaches, is also promoting the conversation with our networks teams and with the IT, the enterprise IT function that sits within most institutes. And that actually we need to embrace that, because I can see the shift towards software-based delivery models, towards cloud platforms that will be supporting or underpinning many of our services. Actually, we use Controller as a Service already across our institute, and we're designing for AV over IP for our new campus buildings, as I'm sure many other institutes are. Most new build projects at the moment are certainly taking that discipline in hand. So I think we've reached this great moment in the journey of AV from perhaps 30 years ago in the original designs that were very much point to actually starting to think about the building and how signal management and flow across the building will support learning and teaching.